Back with Jasper football coach Tony Ahrens. And Coach, you come off a win over Mount Carmel last Friday night. Just go over that game if you would.
Well, going into the game and preparing for the game and watching Mount Carmel on tape, it kind of caught us by surprise. And then we came out early in the game and they played very hard. And our kids kind of followed up with a good stiff drive. And after a couple of series, it seems like they just kind of shut down a little bit, and then our kids just took off, and we ended up having a good game and pitching a shutout.
What'd you think about the offensive play?
Well, our offensive, we've really been, again, harping our front linemen on how much we need to improve, and just their aggressiveness, and they no question they're coming off the ball much better, and then that makes all the other parts to our offense work so well.
You guys hooked up on that big screen play early. Did you guys see something out of the tape or something that they were doing?
Yeah, in the Mater Dei Breeze game that they played, Mater Dei Breeze, I think, threw 4 or 5 screens, and I think every one of them would either go for a score or a good long yardage play. But again, you have to pick the right time to do that, and Coach Malk did a nice job, just putting that in at the right time, and took off and turned it into a huge play.
Mount Carmel's been known to score some points. You get the shutout. Just look at the defense and how Nick's guys did.
Well, our defense, they're put into, a lot of different situations each week. And we really don't have a lot of seniors on our defense. A lot of those kids over there are juniors. And, they're definitely getting better. But, a lot of it is just getting on tape. They're going to play hard and they're going to play tough. But, with all the different looks they get, they have to get on tape and figure out what it is the team's doing to them. And once they can do that, they could be so much better. So we have to get them to study film a little more so they can recognize things. But all in all, they did a nice job getting that 0 points on the board.
Obviously, as a coach, you're never satisfied. The last 2 weeks here in the regular season, what's going to be the thing you're going to work on the most?
Well, getting ready to go into a tournament, I mean, you have to understand that it's just a different type of atmosphere, it's a different type of play, and you think, well, how much can you get better? Well, you could certainly get better with how your attitude is, how you get on the field, and how tough you become, and your conditioning, how much better shape that you need to try to get into to when you get into those big games down the road, your sectional finals, so on, that you're ready to play that and you can finish your game out because you're not going to be done at halftime.
One of these weeks that you're going to probably concentrate on yourself. Washington has struggled. How do you look at this game, Coach?
Well, not to slight anyone, we're definitely going to look forward here and, try to pick some things that we might have to confront with some other teams and put it into our practice schedule. And the other thing is we're going to try to condition our kids a little bit harder. Knowing that that the game isn't going to be quite as challenging probably as what a normal game would be. So they're going to be doing a little bit more running and a little more sled work and things like that to try to help our conditioning.
Obviously, each year senior night's very special. It's your last regular season home game, the last one that they could possibly play out here. I know you've been close to the senior group, obviously. Just talk about them if you would.
Well, when those kids started, when they're young, and I remember when they were freshmen, they didn't win a whole lot of games, and the kids that stuck around did a nice job getting into the weight room and working out and hanging in there, and then all of a sudden they become a really, really nice group of guys, and there's some very smart kids in that group, some very talented kids, and it allows us to do a lot of different things. But all in all, it's been a great group of guys to have around and get to work with.
All right, Tony, thanks a lot for your time as always, and best of luck this week against the Hatchets.
Thank you, Kurt.
Jasper head football coach Tony Ahrens will have more after this.